Hello guys, welcome to Ambafx weekly forex forecast. As you all know, we start with the fundamental, then come back to technical, and then we'll see how we enter. So the technical, the fundamental we saw last week was, I think the crucial one we saw was the CPI, which came out worse than expected. That is, we have the prediction of 0.3, then we have 0.1 result. So it comes out worse than expected, as is lower than expectation. So which make US dollar to be more weak at the beginning of last week. So and then coming back to on Thursday, we saw the DBP monetary policy in which they increased their interest rate by 50 basis points. So we saw some effect there last week. Then after then we have on the same day we have the US dollar core sales, which comes out lower than expected, and then the Philly Fed too, we have it lower than expected. Then the unemployment claims comes out better than expected. So then the market take the unemployment readings up, and then we have the effect in the market, which make dollar that has been weak from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. On Thursday, after the unemployment claims, then we saw the rally in the DSY, so which make DBP USD to decline from the top, Euro USD to decline from the top, AUD to decline from the top. So let's go to this week. Let's see the fundamental we have this week. So this week, I don't think there's much to look out based on United States dollar. But on Wednesday, we have Canadian dollar CPI, the year over year, the median, and the trim year over year. So we have to look, we have to watch out for that also. So I have some favorite pairs this week. I'm favoring US dollar to the upside, Canadian dollar to the downside, New Zealand to the downside, AUD to the downside, Euro to the downside. So most of the commodity currencies to the downside. Then if US dollar to the upside, then we should see oil declining to the downside. So everything I will show you on the technical view. So you see that, you see what I'm saying, the entry and the exit. So we don't have much fundamental to look out for this week, apart from the CPI of the Canadian dollar on Wednesday. Then I think on Friday we have their GDP, Canadian dollar GDP, and then the core PC price index of the United States dollar. So I don't think those ones will have much effect on the market. So before we go to the technical, I want to tell you guys, and then I want to thank you all for sticking with us from January of this year to December. So this is our last weekly forex forecast for the year 2022. So let's meet in 2023 in good health, in wealth, and then with more grace. So we'll continue our weekly forex forecast by January the 10th of 2023. So that's when we'll resume. So any inconvenience there, then we are sorry for the inconvenience. So this is the last weekly forex forecast for the year 2022. So I wish you a very prosperous new year in advance, and I wish you a Merry Christmas in advance. So let's check the technical view. So checking out the DSY, what really happened is, if we check the daily time frame, you see that we have rejected at the support level. As you can see, it's unable to break this particular support level. So you can see the support level right here that are indicated with red. As you can see, we have support level, then it came there, then we have a rejection at this point. So after the unemployment claims on Thursday, we saw this big long candle, which creates the bullish engulfing candle at the daily time frame. So if you see, this is the bullish engulfing candle at the daily time frame, which it formed the candle at what, at the support level. So, and then the next candle, that is the Friday candle, closes above that particular candle right there, which tells us that we might see some rally in USD for the next couple of weeks or couple of days. So right now what I'm looking for is for the DSY to hit the 107.113. So what does this mean? This means that we'll have some decline in the BTC, and then oil too might decline. So we should have what we call the decline of GBP USD, Euro USD, AUD USD, both of these three pairs to the downside. So last week, and I told us last week that we should be expecting dollar strength. The last week Forex forecast that I did, I sensed that we might see dollar strength. Then I told you guys that this dollar strength might come in the next couple of weeks, that we should be expecting it. So now I think it's here right now. So if you check the 4-hour time frame, if you see the trend line that I put here the other time, that okay, we might see a rejection to the downside, but now we've seen the break of that particular trend line. So this tells us that moving on to Monday, we might see something like a just small retest and then a rejection to the upside, in which we've already saw the rejection of the bullish engulfing candle at that particular support level in the daily time frame. So which tell us that if you want to, let's start with the GBP USD. So GBP USD too telling us that we have, this is the resistance level. So we break this resistance and then we respect this resistance level. It reject at this particular resistance level. Then after breaking in, we still see the break of this particular trend line. Then we see the retest at this particular area. So this is my bias, GBP USD to the downside, and my target is 1.18324. So this might not be fulfilled next week. It might be like next 2 weeks before we hit this target, and it depends on the volatility of the market. You might even hit this target and below. So if GBP USD break to this particular area, then I'm no more in any short position. Then I will just look for long. But if it's still below this particular area, if GBP USD is still below this particular area, still below this particular area, so any opportunity, any retracement I see to the upside would be an opportunity for me to look forward, to look for a bearish setup to 1.18324. Sorry, this chart is rough right there, so I'm trying to indicate something for you guys so that you can see very well. So the next pair I'm looking at is Euro USD. Euro USD too, it's creating something similar to GBP USD. So this one too it has break in the particular trend line. So what I'm looking at is a small retracement and a move to the downside. So my target is 1.03113 on Euro USD. So if you see the US dollar too, we have the rejection at this particular resistance level. So if you go to the okay, this is the resistance level. We have a fake breakout already. It went to clear stop loss above. So here too, when it taps to this particular area, it's rejected. So as you can see, then it will get back to this particular resistance area and break back in. So which tells us that checking the DSY, it means that okay, we have a stronger dollar for the next couple of days or the next couple of weeks. It depends on what happened in the market. So just know that this is not a financial advice. This is just a financial education. So this is for educational purpose. So you can do your own analysis and see if it fits your entry. So Ambafx is not liable for any loss taking any of these signal. So going to US dollar JPY. So US dollar JPY, I'll be waiting for the break of this particular resistance right there. So if this particular temporary resistance break, so I'll be waiting for the break of this of this particular area. So if we see a break of this area, because we see something like head and shoulder at this particular area. So if the next shoulder, then if you see the break of this particular area, then we should be looking at a retest, then a move to 141,984. So if you break that level, then you should see a move to 146,445. So if you check the daily time frame, you see that that has rejected at the particular support level right there. As you can see, this is reject here, saw rejection here, you now saw another rejection here. So we should see a move to the upside at this particular level on US dollar JPY. So the next one we want to check is AUD USD. AUD USD, as you can see on daily time frame, we have a rejection to the downside this particular area respecting the trend line. There are this particular area to respect the trend line. So this is the third touches of that particular trend line, and in trend line the touches the third one usually is the strongest one that you might be looking for a rejection at that particular area. So there's a rejection here too, even though we have a fake breakout at this particular area, then we have breaking back to that particular trend line. So what we are looking at is we still have some temporary support here. We have some support at this particular area. So we are looking at it to break this particular area and then to do some little reject and then push to 0.63991. So that's my target. So I'm targeting 0.63991. So after breaking this particular support level, and there's one thing I want you to notice here. So when the price hits that support level, it's continuing ranging, and if the price is at support level or resistance level and you are seeing a range at that particular area, so there is a high probability that that particular support or resistance is going to break out, because if it's going to reject at that particular area, it will just touch it, and a lot of others will have been there already, so it will reject. But here we didn't see any significant order here, hence it's forming some what we call a ranging market at this particular area. If you check the 5-minute time frame, you see a ranging market. Then we are looking forward for it to break to the downside, retest, and then we are looking for 0.63991 as our next target. So the next one is SNDS. As you can see, we are dealing with the US dollar pairs because of what we earlier saw on DSY. So we tell us that US dollar might be stronger for some time. So here too, we saw the break of this particular trend line last week. So here we now saw the retest and it reject at this particular supply level. So if you check the let's check the 30-minute time frame. So at 30-minute time frame, it tells us that this is the particular supply level. As you can see, this is a particular supply level, and it's just at that supply level. So for the week, because I'm going to trade take this trade from here, then target ratio 1:2 or 1 okay, this is 1:4 or 1:5 is to the world ratio. So if it break above it and it's stop loss, I'll wait for you to maybe retest at this particular trend line. Then if it break above this high, then I will look for a buying opportunity, not sell opportunity, because this green line indicates a resistance level. So if you break above this green line, then I'm not interested in shorting. But if it has not break this above if it does not break above this green line, I'll still be shorting. So any opportunity I see will be any achievement I see will be an opportunity for me to look for a very setup at this particular area. So the next one is US dollar card. So US dollar card, Canadian is a commodity currency, and if oil declines, then Canadian dollar too will decline. So what I'm looking at is as US dollar is strong, so on Monday we might see a retracement to this particular area and pick the order at this area, then to the upside. So the first take profit is 1.37923. Why the second take profit, because we have two take profit at this particular area. As you can see, this is it. So the second take profit at 1.4061. so if it break this area, because this is a resistance level, so if you break this resistance level, then we'll look for a test, and then it moves to 1.40861. so this might happen in the next couple of weeks. So Canadian dollar, JPY, so we are favoring Canadian dollar short. So what really happened here is that we are seeing some ranging market at this particular area. So next week, going to next week, we might see what we call a breakout to the upside. Then you might want to go and take some order at this particular area, or at this particular area to the downside. So I'm looking for a temporary breakout to the upside, then a rejection at any of these supply zone to the downside. That's what I'm looking at on Canadian dollar JPY. So on Australian dollar JPY, if you check the higher time frame, you see that it has break below. So we tell us that next week we might see some risk of coming into the market, in which the US dollar will be strong, the JPY will be stronger, and then we should have a stronger Swiss franc. So if that happens, then we should have a further decline in JPY, further decline in GBP JPY, and then some further decline in Euro JPY. So it depends on what happened, and it depends on maybe US dollar is stronger than yen before we can see a further decline in US dollar yen, or we should see a rally in US dollar yen. So it depends on the weakness, on the strength of the dollar versus the Japanese yen. But the remaining, the AUD JPY, the GBP JPY, I think the yen is going to supersede most of this currency. So here we've seen the break of this particular trend line at this particular area. As you can see, we have a break of this trend line. So we might just see a little push up, because if you check here, we have some support level at that particular area. So let me indicate the support level at this particular area. As you can see, we have some support level at this point, and it's very strong. So it's 4-hour support level, so it is very strong. So we might see a move to the upside here, and then you can see a break to the downside next week. So it depends on if it break this particular area or not. So if it do not break this particular trend line, then we should see a move to the downside, which my target is at 87.505. So the next one we are looking at is Euro SND. So on Euro SND, what we should be looking at is so on Euro SND, let me check let's use the daily time frame. So on Euro SND, we see something like this level at this particular area. It rejects, and then there's a rejection here. So we might see something like a retracement to the particular support level and a move to the upside, as the commodity currency will be weaker. That is the SND, the AUD. So I think Euro versus AUD and Euro versus SND will be a upside movement. So let's watch Euro AUD, Euro SND. So you should be looking for an upside move if the commodity currency will be weaker. So the last one we want to check is the Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. As you can see, we have something like the double bottom at this particular area, and this place serves as the neckline. So as it breaks through the neckline, you can see a retest at this particular area. So we are looking for a rejection at this area, then to the upside to 0.94231. So all the pairs I did the analysis, you can check yourself and find your entry around those pairs. These are my own bet for this week, so this is what I'm going to trade for this week, and I'm going to watch it closely before I enter. So if you are new to this channel, please click on the like button, comment below, and subscribe. If you are here before, let's know your opinion on each of these pair, and let's know what the pair you are betting on to be stronger or to be weaker this week, so that we can have 1 or 2 things to learn from you too. A big thank you to everybody that has been supporting this channel from day one. So have a prosperous happy new year in advance, and then a merry Christmas in advance. As I said earlier, we are going to resume January 10th, so make sure that you trade safely, you secure your account, and then you don't expose yourself to some unnecessary risk. See you in 2023. Peace out.